It's indescribable how different Solar Ash is from Heart Machine's debut title, Hyper Light Drifter, yet how similar it is. On the inside, Solar Ash shares a lot of the same dystopian, isolated, and emotional themes, with yet another heartbreaking score and crisp gameplay. But on the outside, the game is a great departure from Hyper Light Drifter that mostly works. Solar Ash feels like a blend between Hyper Light Drifter, Shadow of the Colossus, and Sunset Overdrive. Those are great elements to throw together. As Ray, you find yourself air gliding across oceans of clouds and through destroyed lands while trying to reignite the starseed, which can close the black hole and save your planet as one of the last Void Runners. You will need to traverse to different biomes, awaken a colossal beast, and then defeat this beast. The biomes are visually very distinct, but in terms of mechanics, remain mostly similar, with some puzzle complexities becoming more prevalent towards the end. In terms of visuals and gameplay, Solar Ash is a very big departure from Hyper Light Drifter, a game that put Heart Machine on the map and was largely regarded by many as one of the best indies of the last decade. Using music as an analogy, Solar Ash is not a safe follow-up album, but a much more riskier sophomore effort. Solar Ash is a game that could have come off the rails very easily if the gameplay wasn't tuned properly, because there are a lot of events and challenges in the game that have you stringing together jumps, rail grinds, speed boosts, and combat, and if these mechanics were handled with any less expertise, the game would have fallen apart. Solar Ash isn't without its flaws. The semi-open world can sometimes be hard to figure out how to get to your next objective despite the in-game navigation system. My biggest issue with Solar Ash is that there isn't an upgrade path on your abilities or your weapons. What you start out with is what you end up with. Adding in some new abilities and weapons could have went a long way in keeping the game constantly feeling fresh, but it also might have deviated from the clear intended focus on traversal and story. As the saying goes, when you aim for the moon, you will land in the stars, and Heart Machine could have taken the easy way out and made Hyper Light Drifter 2. Instead, Heart Machine moved on to a new engine, changed art style, and switched dimensions when they created Solar Ash. Solar Ash might not reach the same heart-wrenching emotional highs or have such an addictive gameplay loop as their debut title. Bringing it back to the album analogy, at around 7 hours, Solar Ash is a fantastic sophomore effort from Heart Machine that not only displays their control to keep the title sharp and refined, but also their ability to move outside of their comfort zone with relative ease. We give Solar Ash a mid-8.